Now we're going to talk about your focus. This is such an important topic. You need to focus on what you want to create for your future, and you want to make sure that it's positive, because the opposite side of focusing on what you want is focusing on what you don't want. Focusing on what you want is positive and happy and moving forward. And as long as it's positive, and it creates good feelings inside of us, and it programs your unconscious mind to want to achieve those things. Here's the opposite side. If you're focusing on what you don't want, that will create anxiety, concern, worry, overwhelm. So avoid that and focus on what you want in the future and make it positive. So let me share with you some of the principles behind this. I'm sharing the screen. Great. So we're going to talk about your focus. What is it? Well, there are 6 things you can actually do in your head. One is you can make pictures in your mind. You can see a picture. When you think of an event in your past, do you have a picture? When you think of an event in your future, do you have a picture? You can bring up a picture in your mind. You can hear sounds. You can feel feelings around that picture. Smells, you might be able to imagine smells, and tastes. And you also have this thing called auditory digital, which is an NLP term, and it's self-talk. And it's the words that you use to talk to yourself, how you describe yourself, how you describe the situation, what meaning you give to the world and the situation. And your self-talk is very important that you keep it positive, because too many people make it negative. And what happens is when you make it negative, your conscious mind starts to program your unconscious mind, and it starts to lead you towards the things that you don't want. So for example, I am overweight. Your unconscious mind goes, oh, okay, you want to be that. All right, we'll figure that out for you. So focus on what you want, not what you don't want, and make sure that your self-talk is always positive. I am healthy. I am whole. I am successful. I am abundant. I am worthy. I am powerful. I am lovable. All of those positive self-talk. Okay, that's your focus. So your focus is keeping the picture of what's happening in the present and the future positive. And even when you think about past events, try and think about the positive ones. We're going to clear up the negative ones so you won't be focusing on those as much. And if you do decide that you want to talk about something that happened in your past, keep it in the past. In the past, I was. Too many people, I'll have to tell you, they'll work with me and then they'll say to me, yeah, in the past, they'll start with that and they'll go, I am. And I'm like, no, that's not, well, I talked about it in the past, and they get all indignant with me. And I say, no, that's not focusing on the past and keeping it in the past. That's in the past, I am. No, in the past, I was. You see the difference? It's subtle, and yet your unconscious mind will really pick it up. And these are all the things, all of these 6 factors are all the things that lead to your focus, and your focus will determine your behavior, and your behavior determine your results. So if you don't like the results that you're getting in anything, check in with your thoughts. What pictures are you thinking? What's your internal representation? What are you focused on? Because you will often find if you don't like the result that you're getting in the now, it's because you've been thinking about something bad in the past, or focused on something bad in the future, or not taking action. In the words of Henry Ford, whether you think you can, or you think you can't, you're right. So I want you to be doing the process of I can, not the process of I can't, and focus on what you want. Because again, your focus determines your behavior, and your behavior determines your results. If you don't like your results, change your focus, and then your actions will change, which will change your behaviors. So your results are only feedback. Pay attention to what you're focusing on. You'll get what you focus on, so focus on what you want. Your focus determines your behavior, and your behavior determines your results. I cannot tell you that enough. It's something you might want to write down. It's something you might want to remind yourself of on a regular basis. And if you don't, I will when we come to the coaching sessions, and I'll say, what happened? What's going on? And you'll say, well, this isn't happening. And I'll say, what have you been focusing on? That's how important this is. Your results are only feedback on your focus. So my trainer is Dr. Tad James in the world of neuro-linguistic programming and hypnosis. And he will often say this: we are caring people. And you also need to know that we do not care about your excuses for not having the life the way you want it. We invite you to give up arguing for your limitations. So when you have excuses or you're arguing why you couldn't get it done, I'm going to remind you of this statement. And it all starts with being in charge of your focus and your results. And that's your focus. So pay attention to what you want. Say what you want. Be what you want. Move towards what you want. And focus on that. I'll see you next time.